afternoon, again, Ranger Juan on the site with my weekly update of sighting of the week. For those of you who have met me or have been on safari before, will very quickly come to realize that I find tracking extremely fascinating. For those of you who are not sure what tracking means, just a quick definition. Tracking can be defined by the art of not necessarily finding an animal by a track, but what's known as a sign. By utilizing different aspects or components, you very quickly see that it makes the life way easier for finding the potential animal that you so dearly want to show to your guests. Safari started early morning, more or less around about 4 o'clock. And something that really interests me is why animals do the way they do, or how they communicate. So just to summarize it up, is what will happen in the early morning is the air gets less dense, which means the oxygen molecules and the air molecules is not as close to each other like they normally is, which means sound has the ability to travel a little bit further than normal. Of course, animals do know this. They'll also take this to their advantage in the sense of communicating. From if a pride of lions sitting on the one side of the property and the male is sitting on the other side, they utilize olfactory communication by sound, by vocalizing, to be able to communicate to say, for instance, the females, yeah, we made a kill, the gents are more than welcome to come and eat in our buffet, or whatever the case might be. Safari started very early, more or less 4 o'clock, which means the bush is still like a newspaper. So what I utilize to find my potential animal for the morning is, instead of looking for Nemo in the ocean, I utilize different components, and by one of these is, like I said, vocalizing. So drove up to a hill, and it's always very important to stop and listen to your surroundings. What I did was I put the car off, and then far in the distance I could hear a female lioness calling. If you do it, you get to a certain point in time where you can differentiate between a contact call and a vocalization, to be able to say, come here, or this is my territory, stay away. Heard a contact call from a female, followed up. Okay, got the tracks, which was awesome. And I've noticed by looking at the actual track that there's an overstep taking place. So overstep is when you look at a potential set of tracks and you're able to determine if the animal is moving in a slow pace or moving in a quicker pace, putting the tempo up a bit. And that's also a sign for me to know if I'm going to drive 2 kilometers an hour slowly and observing close by, or am I going to speed the process up a little bit to try and catch up on the time that I've not necessarily lost, but the time that I'm behind the animal, to be able to find it. Not necessarily only to view it, but to get it in a point in time where it's actually active. If you're talking about cats, most people, they love cats, but for a safari ranger like myself, is you get to a point in time where you get a little bit tired of the cats just sleeping down. That is why they call the lions, because if you find them in the daylight, they're most probably lying down. Was able to pinpoint where the animal might potentially be, and then I noticed that there's other individuals from the same pride also contact calling, or vocalizing, as they might say. What I did was I stuck with the one female, I followed her, and before I knew it, there was a pride of lions on a kill, giraffe kill, which interestingly enough is the males took down. So if you go and watch Nature Geographic, they'll always tell you that the female do the hunting. Well, to be honest, I'm a man myself. If I'm hungry and I want to eat now. So nothing is stopping me from making my own potential kill or getting that food source that needs to be done. Have a look at my video. It starts off with the male lion actually minutes after the kill, starting with the head, which is quite odd. Generally what they'll do is, because they're first on the scene, if I may use that in so many words, is they'll eat the softer parts. The stomach will be opened up. That's also how I'm able to say with any kill which potential animal it was that made the kill, because some individual cats will open the stomach, others won't really try to open the stomach whatsoever, because they're trying to utilize the smell for pulling other predators such as hyena, jackal, that will give them a secondary disturbance, and contacting, or a vulture seeing the kill or smelling the kill even. Have a look at my video. It starts off with the male feeding, contact calling, and then after that following the rest of the pride, moving in and then having a feast themselves. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait to share the next one with you. Have a great week, and yeah, give us a comment. It's always nice to hear, or give us a share. Alright, the nice thing about the bush is you have the ability to share knowledge, and I think that is the whole goal while I'm standing here taking this video for you. Have a great day. Oh, look at the crane.
Oh, there's cars coming. No, 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 please not, please